Hello again, my weapon cancel cheating Chauncey Cristobal Cranstons. Welcome to another quick tips video. On this video I wanted to share with you something interesting about rate of fire for the weapons in Earth Defense Force Iron Rain. I'd like to make a special thank you to Lost 7, I believe that's how you say their name. They made this issue known to me and I appreciate it, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So, the Trooper class. The Trooper class in this game is a support class. The Trooper class is pretty ill-adapt and the Trooper class willingly abases himself to feel a sense of accomplishment so it can be more challenging to play as him. However, he has a hidden talent that he would like to share with the classroom today. So the Trooper class in this game has a dodge roll as his energy move, or as their energy move. They have 5 of them. But there's something interesting that happens when you use the dodge roll. So say you look at some weapons here. Say you look at a weapon that has a very slow rate of fire, such as this one where it shoots 0.5 a second. Or something even more extreme, like this one that shoots 0.3 a second, a shotgun. Well, it's interesting thing happens is when you use your dodge roll, it actually resets the rate of fire. So this is how your shotgun works normally. So you shoot this shotgun. I'm just going to hold the trigger down. Long time, then you shoot again. As you can see, it's pretty slow. And also, you're locked in place when you shoot this thing. You stand there, you're locked until you reload the thing. However, if you use the dodge roll after you shoot, you'll notice that it resets the rate of fire, and it also cancels the stun animation. This also works with the grenade launcher. This one shoots once every 2 seconds, as you can see here. However, if you dodge roll in between, it shoots instantly. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. It actually resets everything, whether it be items or weapons. It's more noticeable on weapons, and mainly, like I said, weapons that are 0.5 or lower, you're going to be pretty much notice them. Another good weapon that was pointed out to me that can be used for this is the reverser, as you call it. It's an energy thrower. Excuse me. There's an energy thrower as well, which is kind of like the healing bomb of this game, where it heals for 2,000, but it has a 0.5 rate of fire. So this is another good weapon you can use as the Trooper class, because he's going to need the healing, as we all know, and he can roll and then shoot himself, and roll and shoot himself again to heal him up a couple thousand, 4,000 health or whatever. So pretty interesting thing. You know how I mentioned that this was a special talent by the Trooper class? Actually, technically, that's not right. All the other classes can do it as well, but that doesn't discount the fact that Trooper is special. Don't you forget this. However, they don't do it as well as him, so we will say we will give him that. So let's show the other classes and how they can do this as well. So the traditional Trooper can do this as well. It's not as good as the invisible Trooper, but it still works. This is the shotgun, so you can still dash and shoot. It's just a little bit longer of a recovery for the dash with the traditional Trooper, so it's not going to be quite as noticeable. But it's still regardless, you can block the stun from the shotgun, or you can also reset the fire rate as well with the dash. And this also goes with the grenade launcher. I don't have the grenade launcher equipped though, of course, but yeah, so it works on the Trooper. So the Jet Lifter class is probably the least noticeable of all these classes, but of course, to be fair, they need this at least. But one thing they can do, let me show here, with, like, for example, this shotgun. At least for example, like, the shotgun will stun you, or other weapons, certain weapons will stun you. But if you, at least with the Jet Lifter, you can fly while you're shooting it, and then you can dash for a second. And as long as you reach the ground after the end of the animation would normally be, the length of that normal animation would be, then you'll just cancel you'll cancel that stun altogether. But as you can see, you shoot here, you can dash for a second, and then you can shoot again as soon as you're out of the dash animation. But the dash animation takes a while to where it's not really that noticeable to where it would be beneficial to use as the Jet Lifter. But still, regardless, you can still do it as Jet Lifter. So Heavy Striker isn't too bad with this weapon as well, or this technique as well. Like this, for example, this is the Tesla. This thing is how fast it shoots here. Pretty slow. Extremely slow, as you can see. That's as fast as you can shoot that thing with this particular weapon. But if you dash in between it, you can shoot him. Dash, jump, usually the best way to do it. As you can see, you can counter that really harsh penalty of the weapon and just shoot as fast as you want with it. The only negative, of course, with the other classes besides, Trooper and Invisible Trooper, they can dash backwards as they're using this technique, which is a lot more useful as enemies are charging at you, whereas, the other classes have to dash forward, so that can be a little bit more difficult, but still, it still can be beneficial, so just do a dash, jump, and then shoot for a Heavy Striker. I'd recommend is probably the most effective way to do it with them. Alright, and last of all, Prowl Rider. Prowl Rider can also do this technique. As you can see, this is as fast as you can shoot the shotgun right here. So if you just launch into the air for a second and then get back on the ground, you will have your rate of fire reset. As long as you have to move for, like, you can't just double tap really quick like that. You have to actually physically move your body just a little bit to reset the fire rate. Otherwise, it won't work. So if you just like really quickly do that, it's not going to reset it, but you need to just move a little bit and then you can reset it. Same with this weapon. This is like the most extreme weapon that I found so far. Like literally, I cannot shoot right now. It's once every 10 seconds. I'm trying to mash the button here. All right, now I can shoot it again. But however, like I said, if you just do this, you can shoot it as fast as you want. As you can see, so it works on Prowl Rider as well. Just not, like I said, it's not as practical as Trooper, because, especially weapons that have like a 0.5 or a little bit higher, you're not going to notice as much, but like really slow weapons you will. But once again, like I said, you have to move forward, unfortunately, with all the classes except Trooper and Invisible Trooper, so it makes the most useful for Trooper and Invisible Trooper. So yeah, once again, thanks a lot to Lost 7 for letting me know about this technique. Like I said, I don't claim all the credit for these tips and all this stuff. It's usually a community effort, so I really appreciate all the community effort. And I just like to report on these things as I find them. So yeah, hope this was helpful to you. And thanks a lot for watching. And remember, EDF doesn't leave a man behind, ever. And if you're interested in ways to support the channel, please consider hitting the join button, which is next to the subscribe button, or sharing the channel with someone or watching a few ads, as it does help financially and it's very much appreciated. Hope to see you on the next one.